Okay, so it's been a really long time since I've done any sort of YouTube video or talking to a camera even, to be honest. So we shall see how this goes. But if you are a member of my Twitch community, you will probably have seen that on the stream we voted, because I'm going to Comic-Con next weekend. We voted on my costume, on my cosplay for Comic-Con next weekend, and we settled on Loba from Apex Legends, one of the legends that I play. The other options were Lifeline and Starlight from The Boys. I did think Starlight would be quite easy, and then when I was thinking about it, I was like, hang on, I'm gonna have to try and find some gold boots. So apparently it's quite easy to make like a sock that goes over boots, but in the end we basically settled on Loba. So that's what I am here to discuss today. I have got, as you can probably see behind me, I've got lots of bits and pieces. I did actually already start the costume before I decided to film this. So it's not going to be completely start to finish. And also a family friend is doing my staff. So I'm not making my staff myself, but I am doing pretty much everything else. So I'll take you through what I've got already, like where I found the bits and pieces and what I'm planning to do. And then I'll probably do like maybe a bit of a time lapse of making the pieces as best I can. So yeah, we shall see how we get on. But basically so far we have bought lots of different pieces to try and assemble a costume. It's not going to be the best thing in the world, and this is actually my first ever attempt at cosplay. So I've done stuff previously, like just general costumes. I actually really love like costume parties. So I've done stuff like that before, but this is the first time I've ever actually like tried to cosplay a character or something from a game or whatever. So this is completely new to me. I had never touched that cosplay foam stuff before, literally never even touched it. So I've tried to use some of that to make the gun, Loba's P2020. So I will show you that so far, but that is definitely getting redone because it is very bad. So yeah, so I've started a few bits and pieces. I basically kind of got halfway through and I was like, oh my God, I should be filming this. Like, why am I not? I'm spending time doing it. Like, why aren't I just filming it? So, especially because Twitch chat voted on what I was going to dress as, I was like, I need to film this. So I shall do a little sweep of this stuff that I've got behind me so I can sort of say what's what and what we're planning to do, and then we can start getting into the actual sewing. I have, like I said, I have already started doing some bits, so there are some bits already done, but we will see how we get on. So I shall see you in a sec. So please excuse the fact that this is literally on a bed on the floor. We not long moved house and we haven't actually bought a bed yet. So I have bought some fabric here. So I've bought some grey and some red to do the inside of the jacket. Red is for the inside of the jacket. Grey is for the gloves and the legs. The leggings that I've bought haven't arrived yet, so I can't do those today, but I can do these other bits and pieces. I actually already had, oh, those are just from Amazon, like cheap material, nothing too over the top. And it's nice and it's kind of got a bit of a stretch to it, which is quite good because I think it's more stretchy that way actually. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. For the leggings, that'll be quite useful because of obviously she's got like these things kind of wrap around her legs. I'll put a sort of image on the screen so you can see what I mean. And then, yeah, so that's for the legs mostly. There is a bit of grey on the gloves and on the jacket. So that's for that. And then the red is kind of for the lining. So the gloves I already had, they were from an Emma Frost costume. So I dressed as Emma Frost and she has white gloves. So I had some white gloves from that already. And all I've done so far is chop off the fingers, take out the thumb, so that because she has like, her thumb kind of sticks out of the hole. Oh, this is quite hard to do with one hand. So yeah, so like the thumb kind of comes out there. So I've done that on both gloves so far, and then I've started making the grey bit that goes along the top. That goes along the top of the gloves. So she's got like two grey straps and then she's got like a grey thing that kind of comes down. So these are the pieces of grey fabric that I've cut out to do the grey bit that comes down along the glove. These aren't particularly high quality gloves, so it's a little bit of a pain. They're kind of falling apart as I'm taking them, as I'm like unstitching them. So we'll have to see how those go, but hopefully they'll stay in one piece for Comic-Con next weekend. And then I also bought this jacket. So I will try and put a picture on of the jacket as well if I still can access it. It was basically a full length jacket. I've chopped the sleeves down a little bit because she doesn't have full length sleeves, and then I've chopped up the sort of corners. And then I've kept some of the offcuts because she basically has like a frilly bit that goes around the top of the jacket. So I'm going to use these bits of fabric and stick the red fabric on with PVA glue to make like the little sort of frilly bits that go around the top of the jacket. I am going to also try and do a bit on the sleeves as well of the jacket, but it just depends how much time I get, because obviously Comic-Con is next weekend and this is the state of the stuff. So then the jacket that I bought also had like this kind of bit that, like ruff that went around the bottom. So I've just unpicked the ruff, and I'm going to line this with the red fabric. And then she also has like a sort of red line that goes along the edge. So I'm going to do that with that. And then I was going to buy a corset and do it up, but then I was like, actually, I kind of want whatever I buy to be able to be worn again. So I bought this top because it kind of looks like a corset, but it's a top I could wear again. I didn't want to spend like £20 on a top or a corset that I could never wear again. So the top is going to be really plain. It's just going to be like this. And I'm going to just do stuff to like the jacket and like custom make those instead. And the leggings, which I've only paid like a £5 for, I think. So yeah. And then I also just have some spare fabric just if I need it. I've got some like little offcuts from other projects and stuff. So just if I need little pieces to like fill in gaps, or if I make mistakes, I've just got a few bits of fabric there that are left over. So those are all of the individual pieces that we're going to use to make the costume. I'm going to continue with the gloves first, I think, just because I've already started those. Or I might PVA. Actually, do you know what? No, I won't. I'll PVA the bits of spare fabric with the red inside so they've got a bit of time to dry before I try to stitch them on. In terms of how the jacket goes, I know she has like a little patch, she's got like a little patch of grey around the top here. And then on the sleeves, she's got like a red crisscross. But I'm not really sure how I want to do the crisscross unless I just kind of cut out little strips of fabric and kind of stitch them on. So I might do that, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'm going to see how that goes at some point. But for now, I'm just going to start by PVAing the red fabric on the inside of the spare bits of fabric. We'll see how that goes. So I'm just really roughly chopping out the shapes because I realised I didn't really explain why I was doing it this way, where I was gluing rather than sewing this onto the fabric. So the reason is because this stuff doesn't need to be hemmed really, as long as I cut a nice crisp edge. It kind of makes no sense to stitch it on and waste a lot of the extra lots of fabric, and also it will kind of like flatten properly if I glue the red fabric on rather than stitching it. So because we want it to be nice and flat for the frills. So I'm just using my very cheap school PVA. Ideal glue for children. Excellent. So yeah, I'm just going to use that on the fabric and see how I go. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. So I just realised that I haven't yet spoken about the boots at all. I do have knee-high boots that I'm going to be wearing for the Maloba costume. So my friend actually had a pair already, so she gave them to me because she didn't want them anymore. And I'm currently in the process of painting them, but because it's fabric and I'm using, so I already had a pot of like heat setting clothing ink, so I'm using those, but it's kind of like it's not coming out very thick, so I'm having to do quite a few layers. So I will show you them once they're dry because I did another layer on them this morning. I'll film my next lot of painting those, so that you can see that being done. The other point that I kind of missed saying was the other reason that I wanted to PVA and glue the fabric together was to make it a little bit more stiff because the pieces sort of stick up a lot. Now this fabric is fairly stiff, but I mean, if you look, it just flops. So I wanted to get something that would kind of make it stick up a little bit more. But I'm thinking I might fold them over, but we'll see. Or like kind of put them into like little kind of curls like that. I don't think the camera will focus, but I kind of want to put them into like little curls. So you can still see the red on the underside, but it's kind of it'll kind of hold the shape a little bit better. Possibly, we'll see how we get on with that. Now, next bit I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be taking a break at some point to go and have a barbecue, and then I will return to my cosplay making job for the day when I get back. So next we're going to stitch the red fabric onto this, which is going to be the sort of, actually it goes like that. So the sort of band that comes around that sticks out a bit. So I'm going to stitch the red on the inside, and then rather than, I think she's got like a strip of red that comes down here, rather than doing a strip of red fabric, I'm going to use red stitching, but double stitching along here, so that you've got like that red line, but I'm not having to like take out a piece of fabric and stick it all the way along, because I feel like that would be long. So that's the next step. So doing this is going to be a little bit, like the fabric on this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, because it's already kind of like cut into little kind of, I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, you can. Like it's already kind of in sort of folds, and I really don't want to undo the folds if I can avoid it, because I think it will, maybe I should. Just really trying to like, I want to try and keep it in one piece basically, because I think if I have to unpick it and then stitch it all back together again, it's just going to take a lot longer, and it's not really the piece I want to focus on. I really want to focus on the jacket and the leggings. So I'm going to see how I get on like stitching it as is. But I might just kind of have to tuck the red fabric like underneath so that it sits nicely. So we'll see, but I'm going to move on to that now. Ross, give it to me straight. How see-through are these leggings?
Quite.
Oh no.
Honestly, they're not actually that bad. It's just no, they're not that bad.
You're on camera.
Yeah, I know. You see that ass though?
Are they see-through? Like, ridiculously.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I'm
Thank
busy.
you. Yes, I know, but I needed to know how see-through they were before I started stitching grey onto them. Also, side note, we won a charcuterie board, and Ross is doing like a product photography thing.
Yes, shim.
You guys won't really be able to see this much, but I will. Let's see if I can show you in the mirror. So I've ordered my, sorry about the mess in this room. Got my white leggings for my Loba costume. Oh, they're actually not too bad. So I just ordered them from ASOS. Actually, the linings and stuff on them kind of work because of the Loba outfit having like lines and stuff on it. So that's pretty good for what I need. So, excellent progress. Ross, what the fuck are you wearing?
My new Oodie. Pink. Pink on pink boy. It's got lots of creases. It needs to go in the wash, I think, but very comfortable.
There's so much I want to say, but I'm just not going to. Okay, so we now have our sort of, not lapel, but like sort of frill type bit that goes on the bottom of the jacket. So I've got like a nice sort of red line that goes all the way around. I've just stitched the top as well. And then we have it all sort of lined on the inside. I might actually glue, it's kind of not focused, but I might glue the edging here to the black there, just to make it like kind of nice and even on the edge. But I'll see how I get on for time today. I kind of want to get on with the leggings or the jacket first. But yeah, it's done, which is great. And I'm really happy with the red line that kind of goes around the edge as well. It looks really nice. So next on the agenda, I am going to combat the pants because they are here now. And I need to, basically the jacket is a little bit tight around the arm, so I need to kind of like do a bit of a botch job if I can to try and stretch that out a little bit. Got some inspiration on here. To try and help with the legs. So basically I think from what I can see on here, there's like,
I don't know that one.
I wasn't talking to Alexa. There's like a strap that comes down across. So I've made this now. So I think I will make like one strap that comes down like this and then attach the gun pouch to it. And I've also got some foam that I'll use to make the little buckles, I think. And then we also kind of need like 2 big pieces that come down with maybe some stitch marks to like do the detail around the sides of the legs here, and like buckles that come across, and some pieces that come across. Like, so we need basically one piece that comes across, a piece that covers the whole, like sort of from the knee, and then a piece that goes under that. So on both sides of the legs, and then on the side is that the right hand side, we need an additional piece that kind of has the sort of gun pouch off the side. So I think that is what I shall work on next. Just going to try and do most of the detailing through stitching, if I can, and just basically attach it to the leggings that we've already got, just to try and make it a little bit easier and a bit more like sustainable, or a bit more hardy, I guess. I don't want to do them all as individual pieces and then it fall apart during the day, like if I want to go to the loo or something. So that is next steps.
You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack.
I finished off yesterday by doing the grow bits on the legs. It's a little bit difficult to film doing those because basically I need to be able to put the leggings on and off to see if they fit properly, so I couldn't really film myself doing that. I've basically done it in like fabric, in like circles of fabric that go in like in different shapes that are like stitched on by like 1 or 2 points so that they sit in the right place, but they're easy to get on and off. You know, things like I just wanted it to be quite practical for things like going to the toilet and stuff at Comic-Con on Saturday. So next I need to try and finish the boots because the thing is I'm worried that they need time to dry. So I just thought I'll show you them as well before I carry on. This is the ink I mentioned, so this is what I've been using. So it's the Speedball fabric printing ink, screen printing ink. It absorbs in a lot, but I have already started on these, but so they're quite long, they're quite big boots, and I've painted the bottoms red. I've left the soles black just because it's a bit tacky, this at the moment, because this bit isn't fabric obviously, so it doesn't really work as well on the bottom of the shoe. So I've left the sole black and then just painted like the platform red. So I've done a line along here. I also need to do like the gold triangle that sits at the top of her boot. So I need to just basically try and paint the rest of this. I've got like an hour, I think, until stream. So I've got like an hour to try and do another coat on these, try and get them finished, which would be good because I haven't done any of this side yet on this shoe. And then, yeah, I've started the other one as well. So again, haven't really done much on that side, but I have started on that side. So I just need to do those. The other thing was I ordered a necklace because she's got like a gold choker that she wears on her base skin. So I ordered a necklace to go with it. So I just thought I'd show you that from a little bit from ASOS. It's not perfect, but it's most of the way there. And I don't really own any gold jewellery, so at least this is better than wearing silver jewellery, which wouldn't go at all. So yeah, so that'll sit like that, which is okay actually. It kind of works. I think I probably can get it a little bit tighter maybe. That's on side one of the, yeah, I can probably get it a little bit tighter, but anyway, so that's that, which is good. So that's that sorted. And then the other thing is my first attempt at the old foam. It's by P2020. It's really not very good. I think what I'm going to do is, rather than try and start from scratch, I'm going to like wrap it in like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of gum tape. So I'm going to try and wrap it in gum tape to try and like sort of kind of like tidy up these edges a little bit, and then just paint it and leave it like that, because I don't really have time to make it again. It's also really thin because it's only one layer of foam, but again, I don't really have time to change it. So I think if I just wrap it in the gum tape, I can always layer that up in like on like these bits to try and thicken it up a little bit.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, don't
Hi folks, so we have literally just got back from Comic-Con, like pretty much just stepped through the door. I'm not looking quite as crisp as I was this morning, but I just wanted to do a quick sign off. We had a really good day at Comic-Con, it was really good fun. I was really surprised by how many people actually came up to me and was kind of like said, oh, Loba, and asked for like pictures and videos and pictures and stuff, which was actually really nice. Did not expect it at all. So yeah, it was really good, really fun day. I'm thinking about maybe going to the October one and maybe cosplaying again. So if you have any ideas for cosplays, please let me know. There are loads of photos and stuff and videos that I will add to this video so you can see. But this is my staff, which is really cool. Little wolf. I've got the point at the other end. It's got a little bit dented from the train journey home, but yeah, really cool. Completed my outfit. There's a few things I didn't get time to do, so I didn't get time to finish the gun. So I didn't have a gun, didn't have a gun pouch. what else didn't I do in the end? My boots were not the best, and I had wanted to make little pouches. So she's got like a little pocket pouch thingy on this sleeve, and a couple of other details in the jacket that I just didn't really get time to do. And also, like, obviously the gun pouches would then be on the leggings. So there's a few bits and pieces that I didn't get to do, but overall I'm really happy with how the costume turned out, considering this is my first ever cosplay. So yeah, really pleased with how it all turned out in the end. Yeah, it was a really good day. So if you enjoyed watching the process, I was a little bit rubbish towards the end because I was so stressed and I spent most of the time making it in my pyjamas, so I didn't film those bits. But if you enjoyed sort of following on the process and it's something you would want to see again, please just let me know, and I will do it again. I'm thinking about potentially making more and more cosplays, so because I did really enjoy it in the end, even though it was very stressful to try and get it done in such a tight time frame. But yeah, so let me know. Hopefully do more of these. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. And last thing, thank you to whoever gave me Nessie. This random person came up to me and they said, have a Nessie, and ran away. And I was like, oh, thank you. So we're going to take Nessie everywhere with us now. Nessie is going to come on holiday with us soon. And yeah, we're just going to take Nessie everywhere. So thank you to you.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient.
Right now.
Jenny Everdeen, gangs of New York.
Amazing. It's cool though. Scarlet Witch. Nothing. A top builder.
Student of and then I obviously Comic-Con 1999. A very good year.
Very good year.
I'm very excited.
What are we doing today? We're going to go around.
We're going to eat
Yes.
all day.
I've never been to Comic-Con before, so I have no idea what happens.
It's worth having a look at the map.
Okay.
Who needs maps?
The Comic-Con expert.
Well worth looking at the map and checking out where you want to go and get there first.
Okay.
A lot of people will be going to Funko Pops.
Oh yes.
This lens.
Do you like Funko Pop? Like was the genius behind my staff. It's beautiful. Very busy here today.
You fade away.
Hello, it's Emma from up north. She's already got blisters. Pathetic. Ooh, a sandwich shop.
Can't help, I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away, as you fade